thick root. This root is known as primary root. And what is secondary root? When the are you able to see? There are many roots coming from the main roots. Many roots are coming from the main roots. Now, these all roots are known as secondary roots. Now, what is the function of the root? The function of the root is to absorb water and inorganic nutrients. It anchors the plant body to the ground and support it. It stores food and nutrients. It transfers water and minerals to the stem too. These all are the function of the roots. So it absorbs the water and organic nutrient, anchor the plant body to the ground, store food and nutrients, transfer water, mineral to the stem. Now come to the shoot system. Shoot system consists of bud, leaf, stem, fruits, flower, node, internode, node, the point from where leaf arises from the stem. This point is known as node, and the distance between two nodes is known as internode. The distance between two nodes is known as internode. So in shoot system, we are having all these parts. And now what is the function of the stem? The primary function of the stem is to support the leaves, to supply water and mineral, food to the different parts of the plant. Now plant parts as food. Different parts of plant which is used as food material, the stem, roots, leaves, flower, fruits and seeds. Some plants store food in their roots, which are actually modified roots. We eat roots of such plants as food. For example, carrot, radish, beetroot, sugar beet, sweet potato, turnip. So we eat roots of such plant as food. Carrot, radish, beetroot, sweet potato, turnip. Some plants store food in their stem, which are actually modified and underground stem. We eat stem of such plant as food. For example, onion, potato, ginger, garlic, turmeric, and there are many more. There are many leafy vegetables. These are the leaves of the plant. For example, spinach, palak, leaves of mustard plant, sarson ka saag, cabbage, lettuce. What is lettuce? A plant of large green leaves eaten raw in salad. Fenugreek, methi. Flowers of some plant are eaten as food. For example, flower of banana plant, flower of pumpkin plant, sunflower, etc. Some plants store their food in fruits. We eat fruits of such plants. For example, apple, orange, mango, pear, banana, grapes, guava, etc. Vegetables such as tomato, brinjal, ladyfinger, pumpkin, chili, etc. These are the fruits of the respective plants. Some plants store their food in their seeds also. We eat seeds of such plants like wheat, maize, rice, millet, Bengal gram or chana, peas and pulses. Similarly, groundnut, mustard and soybean are also the seeds. Some plants have two or more eatable parts which we can eat as food. For example, mustard plant whose leaves are used as leafy vegetables and seeds are used to extract mustard oil. It is important to know that all plants around us are not edible. Some of the plants are even poisonous also. We eat Another example, we eat coconut fruit, drink coconut water, and get oil also from coconut. Wow, what a versatile plant a coconut is, isn't it? Yes. Banana plant used to give fruits, leaves are used to prepare vegetables. So what we have learned? We learned plants have two or more eatable parts which can be eaten as food. Sprout. When seeds begin to germinate. Germinate means start growing. How? By developing tiny roots. So when seeds begin to germinate by developing tiny roots, they are called sprouts. Are you able to think the sprouts here? Yes. Sprout contain more of vitamin A, B and C. Then seeds which make more nutritious food, making of sprout from seed is known as sprouting. This process is known as sprouting. Okay, now let's perform an activity, and this activity you have to also perform at your home after listening it. Take some dry seeds of gram. Put some quantity of seeds in a container full of water and leave it aside for a day. Next day, drain the water completely and leave the seed in a vessel. Wrap them with a piece of wet cloth and set aside for 1 or 2 days. What do you observe when you see gram seeds the following day? Do you observe any changes in the seeds? A small white structure may have grown out of the seeds. The seeds are sprouted now. After washing these sprouted seeds, you can eat them. They can also be boiled. Add some spices and get a tasty healthy snack. So you all have to try at your home. Animal products as food. An important animal product which is used as food is milk. Milk can be used for drinking or for converting it into milk products like curd, butter, ghee, cheese, paneer, etc. Other animal products which are used as food are eggs, chicken, mutton, fish, honey, etc. Honey me? Okay, now how you are getting honey? Source of honey, or where does honey come from? Bees collect nectar. What is nectar? Sweet juices from flowers. The bees collect nectar from the flowers, then convert the nectar into honey or store it in their hive. Beehive is a type of box that people use for preparing bees in, for keeping bees in. So beehive is a type of box that people use keeping bees in. We call it madhumakki ka chhatta. So convert the nectar into honey and store in the hive. We extract the honey from the hive, and this is how we get honey in the market. Now, but why bees store nectar in their hives? Most of you might be wondering, so why bees store nectar in their hives? Bees store nectar in their hives because flowers are not available round the year. They are available only in some seasons. So bees collect the nectar during the flowering seasons to survive during the cold months and also to feed their young ones. That is why bees store nectar in their hive. The primary source, plant source, primary source. The food we eat comes from the plant source and animal source. Even animal food comes from plant. For example, cow gives us milk, which eat grass as food. Yes, so cows gives us milk which eat grass as food. Similarly, eggs that come from hen. which eat grains as food. So cows gives us milk which eat grass as food, and eggs that comes from hen which eat grains as food. What do animals eat? Human beings eat plants, food like cereal, grains, vegetables and fruit, as well as animal food like egg, milk, chicken, fish, etc. Human beings eat a large variety of food, isn't it? Yes, now. But the animals eat only a few types of foods. Some animals eat only plant material, while some eat flesh of other animals. But some plant eat both plants and flesh of both plant and flesh of other animals. Now, what are producers and consumers? All living things require energy to stay alive and grow. Animals get energy from the food they eat, but plants use sunlight, air, water, and nutrient to get this energy. Green plants make their food by the process of photosynthesis. In the presence of sunlight and carbon dioxide, you might have learned in class 5th also. Yes, since plants make their own food, so they are known as producers. So what are producers? Producers make their own food. Plants not only make their food for themselves, they also make food for other animals and human beings also. Like they prepare grains, vegetables, fruit, etc. For we are getting from the plants. So animal cannot make their food. They depend on plants. Plants make their own food. So they are known as producers. Animals cannot make their food. They depend on plants and other animals for food, and hence they are called consumers. Now you have understood what are producers and consumers. Animals as consumers. The animal cannot make their own food. Some animals eat plants, while some eat other animals. This shows that animals depend on plants directly or indirectly for food. Depending on their eating patterns, they are classified into three types. What are they? They are herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. You have learned it now? Yes. In class 5th also you have learned. What are herbivores? Herbivores are the animals which eat only plants. For example, goat, cow, horse, deer, elephant, giraffe, rabbit, etc. All herbivores do not eat same kind of food. For example, a rabbit eats carrot, a plant eats chilies, a butterfly feeds on a nectar, while a pigeon and a hen eats seed. Her herbivores directly depend on plants for food. Yes, isn't it? Yes. Now what is carnivores? Carnivores are the animals which eat only animals. For example, lion, tiger, frog, vulture, snake, etc. Carnivores eat only animals and are therefore indirectly dependent on plants. Why? For food they are dependent by eating animals that are herbivores. So these are some examples of the herbivores and carnivores. Now, what are omnivores? Omnivores are the animals which eat both plants and animals. It means both plants and flesh of other animals omnivores eat. What are the examples? Human beings, dogs, cats, pig, sparrow, hen, bear, etc. These are the examples of the omnivores. So student, there are more examples of herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Cow, buffalo, goat, horses, deer, elephant, butterfly, parrot. These all are the examples of herbivores, omnivores, squirrel, crow, rats, dogs, humans. Carnivores, lion, tiger, snake, crocodile, cat, spider, lizard. These all are the examples of there are many more examples of herbivores, carnivores and the omnivores. You might Have understood now what is the difference between herbivores, omnivores and carnivores? Students, that all about chapter 1, food, where does it come from? I hope you have understood it, understood the chapter. If you have not understood the chapter, then this is your homework. What you have to do, just you have to see the video again, pause it, revise again and again, then you will